Hoi hoi! Today I'm aiming for the 31-kilometer day to a campsite past the village of Rytro. And as the Dutch say, the bite is in the tail end. Because after the village of Rytro I have to climb up a mountain again. And that will be at the end of the day when I'm already tired. But the upside is that I won't have to climb that mountain the next morning. So it's going to be a long day, a hard day, with lots of climbing. Because also in the first half I have to climb about 800 meters or so before descending again to the village of Rytro. I had hoped the weather would have changed by now. There was some rain predicted for this afternoon, but it looks like to be another hot and tropical day. Let's hike! It's so nice that in between the climbs there's always a bit of level ground to remind you what it feels like to get a move on and hike your own pace. Until the next climb, of course. But so far so good. The climbs aren't too devious, but rather gradual. So it's a slog, slow going, but we're getting there. So this accommodation was about 6 kilometers from Krościenko. So if you want to continue on after the village, you're able to. I just had a very necessary snack break, and now it's 5 kilometers to the next hut, where I'll be having an early lunch, I think, and be able to replenish my water. I have about 0.2 liters of water left and 0.6 liters of apple juice. So that's enough to make it to the hut, but not much more. So I really should be carrying more water. But I know myself, I don't drink a whole lot, so I've taken the bare minimum so far, but it's been a worry. Well, I must have gotten my huts mixed up because I didn't expect this one so soon, but a happy coincidence. I had another break to camel up and fill my water bottles. So now I have enough till Rytro, I think, even though I might still stop for lunch at the other hut. But it's a gorgeous hut. There's a bit of construction going on now, but especially the restrooms, very luxurious. So I think it would be a great place to stay. And also it has a deck with an amazing view. There's finally some cloud cover, which makes it much nicer to hike, but annoyingly the sun keeps finding gaps in the clouds to get out in full force. So hopefully the clouds will multiply in the coming hours and it will stay a bit cooler. made it up the highest mountain for today. From here there's a descent, rather steep looks by the map, and then an ascent of a slightly lower mountain. And after that, a quite steady descent into Rytro. According to the sign just now, it said it's 4 hours. It's 11 kilometers, so that should be doable. And I'm not sure yet about continuing to the campsite, although that's only 4 more kilometers. But it's 4 kilometers uphill, and I don't want to make it too late. So let's see how fast I can be in Rytro. It's 4:30. I made it to Rytro. I went by the supermarket, bought some snacks and some pineapple juice this time. So now I'm well rested, and it's about 4 more kilometers to the campsite. Mostly uphill. The campsite is 800 meters, I think. So it will be a challenge. Maybe 1 hour, or maybe 1 hour and a half, depending on how steep it is. But I will get there today. At the edge of the village there was an information sign in several languages, including English. And that means that I now know the castle I've been admiring is indeed a castle built in the 13th century. And some walls and the tower are all that remains. But it was a proper castle. And that's always nice to know. And as usual, I took a picture of the sign so I can read it later on my leisure, because I'm right now too eager to get going again. The incline is not too bad really. It's doable so far, but I'm not sure how high Rytro itself was. I know the campsite is at 800 meters, so it might be still quite a climb in store. Okay, now it's becoming a bit harder. Alright, 2 kilometers down, 2 to go. And it just became a bit harder still. A beautiful trail to end the day with. Less than 1 kilometer good to go. I'm hoping this is the last climb of the day. I'm getting a wee bit tired. I made it, and this is one of these occasions where I'm both proud of myself and surprised what my body is capable of. It was a hard day, but a rewarding day, and a day I will remember for a long time. Well, the hut has a nice flat piece of grass to pitch your tent, and you even have your own little shower. Just kidding, you can use the shower in the hut, which is admittedly very nice. But I can imagine in the summer this would be nice also, but it's not hot enough for that now. Bear in mind that the hut is cash only, so they don't accept cards, so bring enough cash for payment. And the hut stays open all night, so even as a camper you can use the sitting area, where there also are sockets for charging your devices.